This is the all-new Galaxy Tab S9, and today I'm gonna review it. Yo, what is up guys? Aaron here. It's been a cool minute since I last posted, just haven't been as active as I wanted to be, but now that I'm here, I'm super excited to get into this one. This is the all-new Galaxy Tab S9, my Galaxy Tab S9, and without wasting any time, let's get into it. All right guys, first, I don't really do much tablet reviews on here. As a matter of fact, this might be my first tablet review on this channel. I just find that tablets is somewhat of a niche product. Either just get a full-fledged laptop or just get the largest screen on a phone that you're comfortable using. My mindset has always been, there's nothing that a tablet can do that your phone can't do. But has my mindset changed with the new Galaxy Tab S9? I wanted to put this review out a little bit earlier on the day of release, but I wanted to make sure that I spent enough time with the Tab S9 to justify the usefulness of a tablet. You know what else is useful? Protecting your personal data, which is why you should check out our partner for today's video, NordPass. NordPass is a password manager that keeps all your personal data safe in one place. Whether it's just passwords, your card information, bank information, NordPass is an essential cybersecurity tool that protects all your valuable information from hackers and other cybersecurity threats. From the same experts who built NordVPN, just one account on NordPass is all that's needed to store all your personal information. There's no need to enter your login credentials to your favorite accounts, your card information, your bank information. NordPass does all the work for you with their automatic login feature. There's a reason why NordPass is one of the best password managers you can use. It's secure, it's easy to use, it offers a wide range of security features such as a data breach scanner, a password health check, a complex password generator, and the most important of all, is built on a zero-knowledge model, which means the NordPass team can't even access your personal data. Now, one of the main reasons I've been using NordPass, besides the reasons I just listed, is because now I have a family. The NordPass family plan not only stops the risk of cybersecurity attacks, but it also cultivates a culture of responsible digital habits within the family. Whether it's your friends, your family members, husband, wife, kids, whoever it may be, the NordPass family plan will grant you 6 members for the price of 1. Family members get quick, effortless access to their accounts while safeguarding their other personal data such as credit card information, Wi-Fi passwords, and more. Now, to get exclusive access to the NordPass best offer for families, check out the link in the description below or head to nordpass.com/AaronKim to get exclusive access to the NordPass family plan. So check out NordPass below and start protecting your loved ones today. Now first, I just want to do a quick rundown of the unboxing. It's nothing special to be honest, but it is very well packaged as you would expect. It's pretty much the same experience you'd get from unboxing a new phone or a laptop. Inside you get the charging cable, the stylus pen, and of course the tablet. Now my wife got me this tablet on release day from Best Buy, and to my surprise, they actually included a keyboard cover. Now I thought the keyboard cover would be included if you pre-ordered the Tab S9. I could be wrong, but if you can get the keyboard cover with the Tab S9, I would definitely do it. I'm gonna say this one more time guys, I can't emphasize this enough. If you guys do plan on using the Tab S9 as a workstation, I'd highly recommend getting the keyboard cover. It has been a game changer for me. It just feels really nice to use, and I can't see myself using the tablet without one. The first thing I noticed with the Galaxy Tab S9 is the build quality. Now, I never owned the S7 or the Tab S8, but I wouldn't be surprised if the build quality is pretty much the same as the previous generation because they look exactly the same. And I think that's actually a good thing. I love the way this tablet looks, how it feels. Apple has been doing the same thing for years, and honestly, there really isn't a need for a change. And speaking of Apple, the hard edges and the aluminum frame on the Tab S9 gives it an iPad feel. iPhones, iPads, MacBooks. In my opinion, Apple products in general always had a very premium feel to it, and this feels just as good. It has a slim and sleek profile at just 5.9 millimeters thin, much thinner than my S22 Ultra, which is expected since this does have a larger body with an 11-inch display. The tablet weighs just a hair over a pound, but for some reason it feels a lot heavier than that. I can't really complain because it really does give it an even more premium feel. So this model right here is the smallest version out of the 3, and it's the perfect size for my use case. I own a 16-inch laptop and a 13-inch MacBook, but I found myself using this tablet way more often than the others. It's extremely comfortable to use and so easy to carry around. Now moving on to the display, this is the biggest change they've made from the previous generation, the Galaxy Tab S8. I personally never owned a Tab S8, but when I mess around with each device individually, I can hardly notice a difference. But when you compare them side by side, that's when you see a difference. Honestly, I think I would have been completely happy with the Tab S8 at a discounted price, which we'll get into later. Anyways, we finally get the AMOLED display on the 11-inch models, and it has excellent contrast. The colors are vibrant, the blacks are deep. Overall, the colors are just fantastic. Now, for those of you that are pretty familiar with Samsung products, this should not be surprising at all. This has been their bread and butter for years, so you'd expect nothing less. As I said, the display is vibrant, it's immersive, the colors are rich, the contrast levels are outstanding. Now for you multimedia enthusiasts and creative professionals alike, you now get HDR10 support as well, which you did not have on the Galaxy Tab S8. Aside from the panel, everything else is pretty much identical. It's the same resolution as the Tab S8, it's the same ratio as the Tab S8, and of course that buttery smooth 120 Hz refresh rate. Man, I just love that. Feels nice. Now the performance on the Tab S9 is also fantastic. It's the same processor that you'll find on the S23 Ultra, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. You can seamlessly run multiple applications side by side, which you can still do on a phone, but the tablet just makes the experience so much better. I mostly use this tablet for work, but this will run any game you throw at it. The performance is smooth, the graphics is fantastic, especially paired with the 120 Hz display. I mean, it just doesn't get any better. Now, while we're on the topic of gaming, I want to mention that the speakers on this thing is freaking good. Will it blow you away? No, but it is significantly better than any laptop that I've used and any phone that I've used in the past. Now, here's an example of what that sounds like. The Tab S9 is running on One UI 5.1, which has a lot of great features. And if I covered all those features, this video would be way too long, but I did do a video of some of those features on my S22 Ultra, which is pretty much identical to the Tab S9. So I'll leave a link in the description below, just in case you guys want to check that out. The Tab S9 is available in 2 memory configurations. The model here has 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, while the more expensive models have 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. If you want more of either one, you'll want to look at the Plus and the Ultra model. Now, one of the key features of the Tab S9 is that it comes with the SPen, but not just the regular SPen, it's a magnetic SPen. As a Galaxy owner and having owned a bunch of Notes in the past, I guess having an SPen just doesn't feel as special anymore. But since most tablets these days still don't come with SPens, this is a fantastic feature to have. Samsung claims they improved the SPen integration by reducing latency and better pressure sensitivity, and trust me, I believe it. Writing and doing sketches on the Tab S9 feels super satisfying, and videos on this will not do it justice. It is something you really have to try on your own. You also get a micro SD card slot on the side for additional storage. This is a feature that they used to have on their phones. Unfortunately, they removed it. But since tablets are more of a workstation, it makes sense that they had one here. One last feature I forgot to mention is that the Tab S9 is now water and dust resistant up to IP68, which is a pretty massive upgrade. All right, well, things might be looking a little bit different. The batteries in my camera ended up dying. I had the replacements saved up and ready to go, but those ended up being dead as well. Yeah, it was a complete nightmare. But anyways, now that we're fully charged, let's move on to the camera. And I don't want to spend too much time on the camera because I just find cameras on tablets very awkward to use. Do people actually enjoy using the camera tablets over their phones? I don't know. However, I do find that the selfie camera on the Tab S9 very useful. It's a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens that can shoot up to 4K videos at 60 frames per second. The picture quality and video quality is very competitive to most smartphone devices these days. However, if you do compare it with a laptop camera, you gotta remember that those cap out at 720p and 1080p. So it's still very impressive that you're getting good picture quality and video quality from a tablet. Now, the only times I'll be using the selfie camera is mainly for work. Whenever I'm doing video calls on Slack or Zoom calls, I just find it very useful and I think the quality is just fine. Now, moving on to the main camera, you get a 13 megapixel wide angle lens that can also shoot 4K videos at 60 frames per second. Again, picture quality and video quality is very competitive to a lot of smartphones these days, and I think a lot of you will be very happy with the camera on the Tab S9. You do, however, lose that 6 megapixel wide angle lens that was on the Tab S8. I know it sucks, you're losing features. It doesn't really bother me, but something worth mentioning. All right, now moving on to the battery life and the connectivity. So the Tab S9 comes with an 8,400 milliamp battery that's 400 milliamps more than the Tab S8. Now, I've been using this tablet a lot on a full 8-hour workday, and even before heading to bed, I still had a good amount of juice left, around 30 to 40% sometimes. So depending on your workflow, one single charge should last you the whole day. Now, when it comes to gaming or any heavy workflow that you guys are doing, that's when the battery will start to suffer. And I know this is true for like almost all devices with batteries. However, it was pretty noticeable with the Tab S9. In my opinion, the battery life on the Tab S9 is good, but it's not great. Maybe it's because I'm spoiled because I have a 13-inch MacBook Pro and the battery life on that thing is crazy. So maybe it's because I'm spoiled from that and I don't want to compare a tablet to a laptop, but that's just one thing to note. The Tab S9 does support 45 watt fast charging, which is always a good thing. So charging speed is great. It does not come with a charging brick, however, which is pretty much the norm these days. So I hope you guys have one laying around. I'm always using the one that I use for my phone, so it's not a big deal for me. You also get Wi-Fi 6E, and you can also get 5G if you decide to go that route. One feature I think I forgot to mention is that the Tab S9 is DeX compatible. Me personally, I don't find a use for it. The way it's already set up for me is perfect the way it is. But again, that's just me. Still a cool feature to have. All right, so my final thoughts on the Tab S9. And there's a lot to like about the Tab S9. The design is good, the build quality is good, the performance is as good as it gets, but there's only one issue that I have with the Tab S9, and that's the price. And you can argue that the Tab S9 comes with the SPen and possibly even a keyboard cover, but so did the Tab S8. If you do a little poking around, you can find a brand new Tab S8 for just over $500, while the Tab S9 is currently sitting at $800 US. And I totally get it. The AMOLED display is very nice and can be a worthy upgrade for some of you. It's a little bit more efficient, it's a little bit more powerful as well, but for $200 to $300 more, I don't know. Now, Samsung does offer one of the best trade-in programs, so if you guys do have an older tablet laying around, I would definitely look into that. Other than that, I love this tablet, and I can see myself using this tablet for a really long time. As I mentioned before, I use this tablet way more than I do with my other laptops. Having spent almost a month with this tablet has really changed my perspective on tablets, and it is definitely something that I would recommend if you have the money for it. All right, guys, well, I hope this video helped. If you do have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.